Gorilla Monsoon.
I'm your host, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Prime Time Wrestling, where we feature the greatest professional athletes in the world today, the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. And what is it? I know you don't have the horse collar on.
I don't have my neck brace on. I don't need my neck brace anymore.
Well, you never needed it from the beginning, as far as I was concerned. I stated that.
As far as you were concerned, you're not a medical man. You're
several
not a doctor.
months ago, but we straightened that all out. Your little guy up there still got it on. He maybe needs some sympathy.
Fix that real quick. There.
What was the main provocation for you to take it off?
Well, the reason is because I have a new member of the Bobby Heenan family.
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Ravishing Rick Rude, who's going to bring me the championship of the world. And with this man now, I don't have any fear of anybody anymore. I'm not worried about
You said Andre
somebody.
was going to do that. You said Bundy was going to do that. You said Benedict Arnold was going to do that. What makes you think that this guy, Ravishing, Ravishing is a title for a good-looking woman, not a guy.
He wants to be called Ravishing. He can be called Ravishing. He is Ravishing. You seen the body on this man?
I have seen it,
You've seen the wrestling ability? The man, the mind he has, the things he wants to do in that ring, the counters.
What does he need you for then if he has all these things?
I don't do any wrestling in the ring. I don't interfere in the ring. I'm just a manager. I make sure he's... I do a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Our feature match this week here on Primetime Wrestling, of course, the
Don't
Hart
smell any
Foundation
tar.
taking on JYD and Rick Martell. But right now, we're going to give you a special look at Ravishing Rick Rude as he takes on Jerry Allen. Let's go.
His opponent, soon to be making his way towards ringside, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 250 pounds, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Ravishing Rick Rude, Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside with Lord Alfred Hayes, the latest protege of Bobby the Brain Heenan, Alfred.
Yes, and this is certainly a discovery. This man is absolutely dedicated to physical conditioning, as what you'll see when he takes his robe off. He is an incredible athlete. He has stupendous moves, but wait till he takes that robe off and you'll see something of what we mean.
Reminds me of someone on television, Alfred, and I can't think of who.
Could it be that fellow who...
One of the male stars in...
Yes, in some Hawaiian episode, would it be
Yes.
Tom somebody or
Tom
other?
Selleck.
Tom Selleck?
Yes, that's who it reminds me of.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Let's see what his body looks like.
I think Tom would like to have some hair like that, though, don't you?
He would like to have the microphone lowered. Obviously, Ravishing Rick would like to say a few words to this capacity crowd here in the Garden.
I don't think he's going to do anything until they bring that microphone. He just told the referee, I want to speak. Jerry Allen wants to get on with it. Jerry Allen, a fine athlete in his own sense.
Yes.
Say, I would like to have all the lizard-looking men in here keep the noise down while I take my robe off so that your ladies can enjoy my beautiful body.
Oh. He wants all the men to keep quiet while he's taking his robe off so all the ladies can take a look at his beautiful body.
I see. Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, he's cut up.
Oh, he really is. Abdominals are just incredible.
Simply ravishing. With a big lip.
Yes.
Remains to be seen if he can wrestle at all, Alfred.
Well, he certainly has shown us the abdoms. How about the shoulders and the arms? And well, we're going to see those now. As you say, can he wrestle?
There's the entire body of Ravishing Rick Rude. The latest member of the Heenan family.
Well, Heenan said he's his best discovery yet. Talking about bodies, just look at Jerry Allen too. Fine young athlete.
Where were all those multicolored tights in our era, Alfred?
I don't think you ever wore a pair of those, did you?
No, never in my career, no.
No, I didn't either.
Got a few tattoos as well. Might have seemed like a good idea some late evening.
Yes, well, he made a clean break on that first thing, and he's looks like making another clean break. No, no, not exactly.
Shove Jerry, now going to show him a little posing shot.
And while posing,
oh, missed a big right hand, and the ravishing one over the top rope.
caught his back on the side there too. That hurts. That's painful.
Jerry Allen, no stranger to the squared circle. Got some impressive victories over some very big men in the record books.
Really, but took a quick kick to the stomach and 2 right elbows to the side of the head in short order.
Sunset flip, will he have the momentum? Yes. Can he hold him down? No.
Rude with a little too much
side
power.
drag.
Very nice move there by Allen.
What kind of dedication does it take, Alfred, to maintain a body in that particular form?
You've got to spend many, many hours in the gymnasium. Many, many hours indeed. And a strict diet, of course. And he's a big man, Recruit. I mean,
And I would imagine in your spare time you're looking in the mirror. Is that right? I've never seen a bodybuilder yet that could pass by a mirror without taking a little peek ski. High cross body got caught in midair. Nice backbreaker by Rude. Showing us that awesome power.
yes, he showed some good timing there as well and some anticipation because he read that move by Allen and caught him. Well, look at this.
Took a lot of starch out of Jerry Allen.
Yes, and he's showing off as well. He's a little conceited, Rude.
You have to be just to become a member of the Heenan family.
Yes, a high clothesline, catching Allen not only on the neck but on the forehead as well. And that's, he doesn't want
He
to
didn't want the 3 count.
Oh, he says no.
Rolled off total.
Ravishing Rick Rude certainly has a body, I'll tell you that. He hasn't impressed me so far with his wrestling ability, but the match is young.
Stick around.
Stick around. Where were you? You weren't at ringside. You were out there romancing Bam Bam Bigelow, I know. We'll be back with the conclusion of this match in just a moment.
Answer.
Too bad. I'm going to give you a chance. Go ahead, answer the question. Where were you? You were not in the garden.
Yes, I was. I wasn't at ringside.
You might have been in drag in the balcony or something, right?
Wasn't in drag in the balcony. I was up in one of the press boxes,
Oh.
observing him from a distance.
Should have been at ringside. Let's go back to the match.
Referee, no, I don't want the 3 count yet. I'm not done with this guy.
Well, you know what he's doing here, Gorilla? He knows that all the top names in the World Wrestling Federation are here at Madison Square Garden watching this match. He's showing them just how good he is, or at least he's attempting to do that.
Well, he's proven it to me so far. He's convinced me.
Yes, he's got a lot to prove, though.
Going to the outside now. Perhaps a high flyer as well.
That was a heavy slam he gave Allen there, and Allen seemingly unable to move. He seems rooted to the spot.
Nailed him. Planted the fist right in the kisser.
He did, right to the temple of Allen. That was beautiful timing. You've got to hand it to Rick Rude here. Knows what he's doing.
Didn't want it again. Didn't want the 3 count. Could have had it right there. Said no.
No, that is not going to endear himself
No, I appreciate
to
that
anybody
either.
at all. No, not really. Maybe he doesn't need fans, but we all do really.
You won't find that in the book of how to win friends.
No.
Influence people.
Definitely not.
I'll tell you something that influenced people. I'm talking about Sherri Martell, who stripped the fabulous Moolah of her championship belt in Houston, Texas, at the Sam Houston Coliseum, right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. History was made last night, Alfred.
Isn't that a result out of the blue? Whoever would have thought that a young girl like her could be such a seasoned campaigner, unseat the great Moolah, the fabulous Moolah?
Everything and anything that can possibly happen in the realm of professional sports happens here in the World Wrestling Federation.
It certainly has done recently. Rick Rude, obviously a great acquisition by Heenan. He's showing us just how good he is because Allen is no slouch.
And I understand as well, I don't know a whole lot about Sherri Martell, but I understand that she is a very dear, close, personal friend of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Really?
Yes.
You mean there might be
If
some
he
sort
has
of
any
romance
friend.
going there?
I don't know.
No.
He says that everybody has their price.
Well, maybe he's bought her.
Maybe.
The world champion. He's bought somebody if he has. Ladies world
Oh,
champion.
what a short snap suplex. Shades of the Dynamite Kid right there.
That was very good. A very good snap suplex by Rick Rude. Showing that he has Good master.
Nailed him with another one.
Good mastery of various holds, and that was another one. That's a very damaging suplex. I don't think the people like him.
When I started out, Alfred, I had a body similar to that.
I don't think I ever did.
Didn't work too well for me. And another one. Both men in pain right now.
Allen getting the better of that little joust there at the moment. And he's got the drop on elbow, but Rude much too quick. He hasn't hurt Rude enough yet to be able to do something like that. Allen hasn't waged the correct warfare against this young man.
Oh, beautiful drop kick. He got
Nice
that
drop
big
kick.
body way up in the air and caught him right in the kisser with both feet.
Those long legs stuck right into, piston-like into Jerry Allen's face there, and Allen really mounting no considerable offense at all.
Ravishing Rick Rude having a good time here in Madison Square Garden at the expense of Jerry Allen.
And he's
Setting him up here, Irish whip, another drop kick, but nobody home.
No, out of range there. That was bad timing on the part of Rick Rude.
Well, he can make mistakes.
Yes, he can, obviously.
And now it's Allen unloading with some lefts and rights. Got the attention of the big guy.
Yes. I'm beginning to think Rick Rude shouldn't have wasted those chances he had right in the beginning.
Nice high deal
pin
out of
his
the
man.
corner. Drop kick right under the chin.
Good drop kick by Allen. Allen now taking up the impetus. Got his man going.
Monkey flip out of the corner, yes.
Oh. And kept him curled up too, so that he came down on the tail of his spine.
You can bet if Allen gets a chance to get a 3 count on Rude, he won't waste any time.
No,
with it.
he won't. He's taking advantage of this right now, going for that
Another
same
monkey
move.
flip, no. Went to the well one too many times. As the ravishing one caught him with a nice counter move.
Yes, and now I have the feeling that, in fact, Rude set him up for that. I really have that feeling, because Rude is showing no apparent pain at all.
Oh, backbreaker coming up. He got him up there. And with that body, this is awesome.
There is a lot of power there. Look at those arms.
Jerry Allen saying, that's it for me. What a tremendous victory here in Madison Square Garden. The debut of ravishing Rick Rude. What a victory.
I should have been told a long time ago.
Told what?
About the new world's champion.
The ladies' champion?
Yes, the ladies' champion.
You just said moments ago here that you were in Madison Square Garden.
But I
The
was...
announcement was made in Madison
But I
Square
should be
Garden.
informed before that. When that stuff happens and takes place, I should immediately be informed.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to take it, you were not present at the Sam Houston Coliseum like I was in Houston, Texas.
Why
the other
didn't you
night
call
when-
me that evening?
Call you where? In Weaseltown? I don't know
Don't
where to
live in
find you.
Weaseltown.
How would I know where to find you?
I'll give you a number then, my answering service. You talk to Miss
Who,
Betty?
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Give me a break. I'm not going to talk to Miss Betty. That fountain of misinformation that leads you astray all the time, causes all kinds of problems here on this program. Give me a break, Brain. I would assume that a guy who's now going to be your mainstay, supposedly, in your family, is in Madison Square Garden for his debut, that you would be there. But no, you
I'm
weren't.
there. Everything that goes on here from now on, I want to be kept abreast of.
Please. You are kept abreast of things if you ever show up where you're supposed to show up.
I was here before you were.
I'm not talking about here on Prime Time. I'm talking about where you belong with your men in regards to professional
Well, that's
wrestling.
nobody's business but my business.
Well, you're going to find out exactly what went down in the Houston Coliseum, because it's time right now to go to our special update with our colleague, Craig DeGeorge, a
I
good
knew
friend
that.
of yours.
Yeah, he's
Let's
a
go to the
real good
footage,
friend of mine.
please.
From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, here's Update with Craig DeGeorge.
Hello, everyone. One of the greatest champions in World Wrestling Federation history, shockingly, has gone down to defeat. It happened in Houston, Texas this weekend.
Boy, she knows how to hurt you out there, that's for sure. Be surprised if Sherri can put it together and climb back in, although she's attempting it, and Moolah right there to stop her. She's getting a little assistance there from somebody outside the ring, Jimmy.
Yeah, who is this guy? Looks
I don't know.
Maybe it's your father, huh?
Might be the jacket man, takes the jackets back to the locker room. But Moolah well in control of this one. Up on that top rope for a little additional leverage. Look at this, slams her back in. Oh, look at that. Sherri hooked her, takes her over. It's unreal. History's been made here.
Unbelievable.
History made here in the Sam Houston Coliseum.
Women's World Title holder, Sherri Martell.
So, Sherri Martell is now the new World Wrestling Federation Ladies Champion, taking care of the fabulous Moolah. Now, though, the test will be to see if Martell can live up to the standard Moolah set as Ladies Champ, holding the belt longer than anyone else. Moolah has regained the title before, but due to the immediacy of this, her future plans at this time are not known. We will keep you informed, though, here on Update. I'm Craig DeGeorge.
Are you satisfied now?
No.
You saw the footage?
I don't want to hear it secondhand from this Mr. Rogers lookalike. I got more important things I'm concerning myself with.
You know, you weren't there, so I had the little pipsqueak, as you like to refer to him, the mouth of the South. Jimmy Hart joined me in the broadcast position. And
I didn't give you my permission to have anybody take my
I don't
place.
need your permission to do that.
I'm the host.
A guy making some serious waves here in the World Wrestling Federation today is a fellow that likes to be referred to as the $1 Million Man, referring to Ted DiBiase. This guy's throwing money away like it's confetti.
You got your price.
Well, yours is what, about $1.98?
Depends what he wants. I'm
You'd-
open
you'd
for
be-
negotiation.
You'd be willing to do it, right?
Doesn't matter.
Salt all that money away. All that money you took from the slickster and everything, you...
Well, that's none of your business.
Well, I know what's going on. Right now, let's take a look at the latest episode in the continuing saga of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and how much money does this guy have?
Millions.
Obviously.
Millions.
Let's go to the footage, please.
I'd like the best suite in the house.
Okay, so that'd be the honeymoon suite, and that's been reserved for several months.
Wait. You don't understand. I'm Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. I have a standing reservation at every major hotel in the world.
I'm sorry, sir, but they've already checked into their suite.
Virgil, I think there's probably been a mistake in reservations, and that suite's in my name.
Sir, I'm sorry. I can't kick them out of their suite. I can...
Virgil, I think we could find them another room, don't you? And give the honeymoon suite to me?
Yes, sir. The honeymoon suite's yours.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's go. Let's get out. Out of the room. Let's go, lovebirds. Out.
I'm working.
Mr. DiBiase does not like to be kept waiting. Come on.
That to happen on my honeymoon.
Well, I'm up here. Grab it, baby. Grab your stuff and let's leave. Let's go. Grab your bags. Come on, grab your bags. Let's go.
Well, I suppose all of you are upset with me again, and I'm sure you're feeling sorry for this poor honeymoon couple.
Let's go.
Hey, don't be upset. Feeling sorry for them. 10 years from now, they'll probably want separate rooms. And the hotel clerk, it's not her fault. It's like I've been telling you for a couple of weeks now. Everybody's got a price. She had her price, and you've got your price. Everybody's got a price for me, the $1 Million Man.
One day, he's going to run out of money. Then what's going to happen to the guy?
You'll get more.
Yeah, he'll get more, huh?
I like the way they dumped that couple out.
Yeah, you would like that. You know
Well,
what?
she should be lucky she even got to go into a room. She's used to a van,
That
probably.
was despicable. That was disgusting. I want to try to find out what hotel that was and have a few words with whoever the owner or president is of that
That's
organization.
none of your business to get involved in.
Yes, it is my business.
Oh, you're in charge of accommodations now in hotels.
No, but this guy's represented himself as a professional wrestler.
He's a very good professional wrestler.
Nobody's inquiring or remarking about his ability inside the ring. I'm talking about what he does outside the ring.
Spends money.
I'll tell you another
himself.
guy that does some strange things outside the ring, and that's the Outlaw Ron Bass, the man with Betsy who likes to wrap that bullwhip around people's neck.
He doesn't like you.
I don't know why. What did I ever do to Ron Bass? Maybe you could
I'm
wrap
still
it
working
around
on
your
why I
neck.
don't like you.
Yeah. Well, I could give you a lot of reasons why that's true. But the Outlaw, all 300 pounds of him, really making waves here in the World Wrestling Federation. Let's go to a special update on him.
Now.
Mr. Bass, you obviously have size at 300 pounds, great strength, no doubt about that. But you also have that weapon. You call it Miss
Betsy, get it right, boy. And
sorry.
before we get started, I want all these stable hands and all these rednecks just to shut up for a minute and listen. You know, for a long time, I've been known as Bad Cotton people. And I've always looked around for somebody that could stay with the big outlaw. I had to have somebody that was mean, somebody that was nasty, somebody that just didn't give a darn what they had to do to win a match. And I looked way over here, I looked way over there, and I didn't find anybody. And when you know it, it would turn out to be a woman. Yeah, Miss Betsy, people. And Miss Betsy, you got to treat just like a woman. A lot of respect. Because if you don't, that's when she shows her ugly side. And you people know what I mean, ugly side. She likes to rip that skin wide apart. She likes to see that blood start come rolling out, people. And you know something? It just turns me on. And I say, go get him, ma'am. And you better believe there's a lot of people out there. I'm going to put a challenge to you now. How about you, Hogan? How about you, Santana? JYD?
What happens to him when he gets excited?
He starts cracking that bullwhip.
I guess he does. What are you on my case for this week? After I went through a great deal of expense and time, and I've got a special award for you later on.
From you?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it?
You're giving me all this
bucket
static.
of hot tar and some feathers?
No, the
only thing you
hasn't come to that point yet, but it could well happen.
You have an award for me.
Absolutely, sure. And you're entitled to it. If no one else is, you definitely
Does it
are.
have fur on it?
No, definitely not. Why would I do something
Because
like
you're
that?
always insinuating I'm from the Beaver family or Weasel family.
We'll be back
like
in just a moment. We're back, folks. We're going to make the brain happy right now because we're going to take you to the home of President Jack Tunney, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, for a match with the man from Humpty Doo, another friend of yours.
Outhouse Jack.
Outback.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Outback Jack is...
he's learned a lot since he's been here in the country. He knows how to mug people.
Please.
Really, he always hits it from behind. He comes out of a doorway or something. He doesn't use that boomerang straight on like an athlete should.
Let's go to Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Roll it, Jack. Frank.
You know why the Australians have one side of their hat up?
No.
That's because so many Americans slap them in the face, it gets stuck like that. It just gets bent. Humpty Dumpty, Australia.
Humpty Doo.
Oh, big deal.
The Outback region.
The Outback. This guy wouldn't even be allowed in Beverly Hills.
Why not?
Because he's low class. He's an average working stiff. He appeals to those fractions of humanoids. He's probably got calluses on his hands from working out there in the Outback. He probably likes white socks.
Never did a day's work in your life, did you?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did. I remember one day it was really bad. One of our servants quit, and I had to go out and spend 3 or 4 hours trying to find help to wash the Rolls Royce.
Give me a break. Whoa, what a right hand by the big guy. Dropped him.
Well, it's obvious he hasn't blown any money on teeth.
I heard the Colonel just reiterated to me, the Colonel Jimmy Hart, that you were thinking seriously of taking Johnny Canine under your wing.
Who told you that?
That little pipsqueak, the Colonel.
Why don't he mind his own business?
Well, he is.
I've got Bam Bam Boogle Bigelow just about wrapped up.
No, he's got Bam Bam wrapped up.
No, he doesn't.
And
Fuji
also,
says he does.
Luscious Johnny V also making claim to Bam Bam Bigelow, as well as Mr. Fuji, and as well as the Slickster.
Well, they're all wrong. You can take it from me, an honest man. I've got him just about inked. A handshake to me is as good as having a man inked.
Slickster said you better all stay out of his way.
Slickster?
That's it.
That jive talking hip.
What?
I mean, you better not talk to me about me like
Went
that.
downstairs with a knee. The big guy from Romania dropped the Humpty Dooer. I like the boots that Outback wears in the ring. Those are, I guess, to protect you from rattlesnakes and stuff they have in the Outback.
They match the stripe on his back.
Canine off the ropes with a headbutt right to the armpit.
This Canine is improving.
Oh, there it is. 1984. Indeed. Uh-oh. Canine going to the outside. Very high-risk move for him.
I think we've got a winner here.
Look out. He's up there, balanced, headbutt. Nobody home.
Well, that shouldn't hurt Canine too much.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a nice boomerang coming up here. Backdrop. Whoa. Oh, landed right on his knee. Almost
that hair?
360.
Is that hair on his head or nerve ends?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Scoops him up. Landed him. Oh, there it is. There's a sign for the boomerang.
Yeah, another cheap shot from behind.
We're in trouble now. Look out. Oh, sort of bulldogged him there, buffaloed him, alligatored him, boomeranged him, and got the win. 1, 2, 3.
Double crocodile him, I guess. I don't know.
That guy from Humpty Doo can do it all.
Humpty Don't, where he's really from.
Let's get the official word.
The winner of this match is Outback Jack.
Winner of the match, in fact, is Outback Jack. Chalk up another one from the big guy from Humpty Doo. Let's go back and take a look.
Kane, I don't know where he is. What a cheap shot. What a cheap shot. There, he hooks the trunks, I believe. See, you can't see it, but my vantage point, he's got the trunks.
Outback Jack having trouble keeping his pants up, but gets another one in the win column, in the record books. The big guy from down under did it again. Why don't you, Brain, just bring us all up to date right now as where we stand, where you stand, where the rest of the managers stand in regards to Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, I keep having to repeat myself, and I don't like repetition, but I'll do it again. You see, I had the man. I'm the manager of Bam Bam Bigelow.
But you haven't proven that to anybody,
I've
including the other
film.
managers.
I don't have to prove myself to anybody. But out of the kindness of my heart, I've shown you a video of him.
Yeah, show me the guy's head. Big deal.
Did anybody else show any other parts of him?
Well, you weren't in the video. How can you prove that it was you?
By the time I got the tape to the production people, it was edited somehow.
Are you blaming the guys in our control room, those superstars that we deal with in there?
Geniuses. They've been reading those matchbook covers. That's where they got their job.
Please.
You too can be in television.
Please, give me a break. We have a special treat coming up for you right now. I'm sure everyone is very fond of the individual we're going to see right now, Jake the Snake Roberts, and his special guest, the Macho Man.
And now, Jake the Snake Roberts.
There is no doubt that in my mind that the dangerous, the most dangerous of all human traits is the trait of jealousy. Jealousy will make a man beg, it'll make a man borrow, make a man steal, it'll make a man lie and cheat. Now, our next guest this week, he's a special case. I'm talking about the former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Randy Macho Man Savage, and his lovely manager, Miss Elizabeth. Now, he will take his time coming out. Yeah, look at you, huh? All dressed up, man, and no place to go. Look at you, all dressed up.
And you're talking to the premier wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation. And that ain't no lie, that is all truth.
That is former Intercontinental, as in past.
And you don't even need to use that word right there. Just the Macho Man Randy Savage is the coup de grace of all wrestling, and it's a fact.
If you are the thing that's happening, take it easy. It's all right, brother. He won't do nothing unless I ask him to, you know? I want you to know something. The talk around town is that, now check it out now. The talk around town by Jimmy Hart is that the Macho Man, the reason he is the former Intercontinental Champion, and the reason that Honky Tonk is the Intercontinental Champion is that Honky Tonk is just this much better than you are.
You know, I believe that you're giving me a lot of unrequested information.
I just thought you wanted to know the truth, man. What's being said about you?
Unbelievable. Let me say this, Snake Roberts, and your friend right here, use visual imagery. Space is the place. The sky's the limit. Nothing stops the Macho Man Randy Savage, and no wrestler, Honky Tonk Man, Hulk Hogan, nothing.
You're saying you're gonna go out and take it all then?
I can do that, man, because I ain't got the power to do that, yeah.
Let me ask one final question here, but let me ask Miss Elizabeth here. What do you think of Honky Tonk Man, huh?
You don't have to think, Snake Roberts. Get it through your head and realize that I am the future of the WWF. No doubt about it. Elizabeth.
You're saying you take what you want then.
Unrequested information is what you've given me.
Wow, the Snake Man sort of rattled the cage of the Macho Man, didn't he?
Well, he's a loudmouth. You know, I don't like a guy with a big mouth.
You know, I think that Randy Savage, for all intents and purposes, has more or less shelved the Intercontinental title, and his mainstay right now is his aim is set on getting his hands on the World's Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Hulk Hogan. Something that nobody in your family could do.
I don't wish to discuss thing with you anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll retract my award. We'll be back in a moment.
What are you going to get me?
Luscious John's got moonshine on the back of his tights, Albert. Is that significant of something?
I have it directly from the mouth of Brutus, Beefcake, that he doesn't want to be referred to as the barber anymore. He is now a stylist.
A stylist.
Well, did you see what he did to a number of individuals?
Yes, when they're unconscious. He wouldn't do it to anybody that's awake. Wouldn't do it to any member of my family.
Well, he almost did it to you, did he not, in Toronto?
Well, he didn't. He knew better. He knew I was an injured man.
Sure, you ran for your life.
I just stood behind you. I didn't run. I couldn't get by you. You had the table
take a
pushed
look
up against.
At the stylist, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. The opponent, Luscious Johnny B.
Weighing in at 256 pounds, Luscious Johnny B. The opponent from San Francisco, California, at 263 pounds, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Listen to the ovation here in Beantime for Brutus the Barber Beefcake here in the Boston Gardens. Gorilla Monsoon at ringside along with Alfred Hayes and the former manager against wrestler.
Yes.
Of course, Johnny B, a tremendous wrestler in his own right.
Oh, definitely. A former world champion with a tag team partner. But Brutus has taken his tonsorial duties very, very seriously.
Boy, he's become a stylist now,
He has.
if you would.
And I've seen one or two sturdy, bulky, burly young men going around with
strange-looking hairdos.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure they didn't get them from some well-known establishment who really give men nice haircuts.
No, he's not merely cutting anymore. He's become a stylist now. Has all the equipment. Looks like he might have cut his tights a little bit, too, inadvertently there.
He's been working overtime.
Oh, look at this. Pearl Harbor job from the backside by Luscious John.
But Johnny B's not wasting any time. And he definitely is an experienced and well-versed wrestler.
You want to be a barber, huh? I saw you
Let's
the
listen
barber,
to him.
huh? I saw you the barber. Yeah, I saw you the barber.
I think he's in danger of getting himself disqualified in the opening minutes of this match.
Well, he said, I made you everything you are. He didn't make him a barber.
I'll show you what a barber is. I'll grab your hair right off your head, boy. Huh?
Well, if talking can get you a victory in the record books, Luscious Johnny V would have a lot of them.
He certainly would. He's trying to make Brutus pay.
A lot of derogatory statements made by both of these men about each other.
And that certainly is a strange-looking haircut that Johnny B's got. I think Brutus may have been at work on him already.
It certainly appears that way. Of course, they completely abandoned, the Dream Team completely abandoned Brudi.
Yes. A real hard body slam. Yeah. Well,
Luscious John's got moonshine on the back of his tights, Alfred. Is that significant of something?
I don't know. It's not the same as sunshine, is it? That's all I can think of.
Brudi now going to work, ramming the head down into the canvas a number of times. Oh, what a slam. Brudi on the second turnbuckle from the inside, measuring his opponent.
And I think it was just a question of time before Brutus got sufficiently into this match before he took over. And he's taking over now with a lot of authority. In fact, I think Brutus is going to enjoy this match more than most.
The Beefer really doing a number
on his former manager, Luscious Johnny V, here in Beantown, Boston Garden. Well, he keeps ramming his head into things like that. He won't have to put the sleeper on him, Alfred. He'll just knock him out.
There's certainly no love lost between these two. Former manager, former pupil or protege, or whatever you would have called him then.
Well, let's be realistic about it. Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine were a tremendous team together.
They certainly were, but also let us face the fact that before Johnny V paired those two up and took Brutus under his wing, Brutus was a wrestler of not too good of expertise.
That's absolutely true. Uh-oh, he's telling everybody he's going to send it to Dreamland. A rake of the eyes by Johnny V saves him. Whip in, no, reversal. Oh, clothesline. There's an opportunity to put the sleeper on.
He's going for him now.
Elbow right to the top of the cranium. Ducks underneath. Oh, there it is. With a sleeper right in the center of the ring. It's nighty-night time for Luscious Johnny V.
I think so, and Johnny V said it would never happen to him, but look at it. It is.
Referee calling for the foul as he's out of it.
He's gone. He's asleep. Is Brutus going to do it?
Now he's going over to his little bag of tricks.
And he has more than a mischievous grin upon his face as well. What is he shaking there? Something. A can. A can of something.
Maybe a little hairspray for...
Or hair restorer, perhaps.
Maybe for his styling job.
Oh, I hope he doesn't come over here after he's finished with Johnny V.
Oh, both of us could use a little touch-up, Alfred. Oh, look at this. He's doing a little styling now.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
This has got to be humiliating.
Look at the face. Look at the face of Johnny V.
He's in dreamland.
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, my word. There's not a great deal there for him to get. Now, the can.
Uh-oh, that's got some kind of colored stuff in it, Alfred.
And yes, it looks sort of, it's orange. Oh, it's pink.
He's making him a redhead. Looks like a big red skunk.
Oh, what brilliant technicolor that is. And a little on the chest hairs, too. What is it? Oh. It's some sort of sign he's painting on him there.
Must have went to graffiti school.
Yes, I think
Learn
so.
how to do this.
Yes. Oh, my word.
Brudi having a good time here in Beantown. Luscious John's still out of it.
He's trying to shake himself off. That orange stuff is everywhere. Is that orange, peach, or what? Pink? Or...
Kind of peach blossom, I think.
Yes.
Referee warning him about bringing this guy back out of this sleeper condition. There he is.
Oh, he doesn't know how ridiculous he looks, I'm sure.
No, but he's going to find out. Won't take him too long to find out.
Look at him. What does he look like, Gorilla?
Tell him to look at his chest. Now he can see. Brudi doesn't have, can't believe he doesn't have a mirror with him, so the Luscious John could take a look at himself.
Well, that's not moonshine on him.
No!
Just look at him. He is
He's
furious. He's a mess and he's furious as well, yes.
Insult added an injury here as he took a beating from Brudi and ended up with a paint job as well. Can't believe it. Well, he already did the strut and the cut, and now he's doing the painting.
That was a certain sign he put on there. That's some sort of Buster sign.
Well, can't understand what he was trying to paint on him, but he certainly did a nice job. I found out later on that was a big bead that he put on his chest for Brutus.
There's nothing Jack Tunney can do about that man, huh?
Hey, it was Johnny V who requested the return match.
Okay.
That match took place in the Boston Garden. We viewed a match here on Prime Time a couple of weeks ago that took place in Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens, where you almost got a free haircut that night. You remember?
He made a move towards me.
Well,
but
yeah,
I'm saying the man
you needed it.
I don't need a haircut.
So I don't think that Johnny V will be requesting a return match again.
Well, why do they let the man get in the ring with clippers? Why do they let him get in the ring with spray paint? If the guy wants to work at Earl Shy, why don't he get a job there?
All that stuff was outside the ring until the match was officially over.
You can always make excuses for the people you like.
Well, sometimes I have to make excuses for you.
Why?
So that proves that sometimes I make excuses for people I don't like.
What do you mean by
Does
that?
that ring a bell? We're going to take another look at another
Then why would you
member
get me a present?
of the Dream Team in just a moment, referring to the former Canadian heavyweight champion, Dino Bravo. We'll be right back.
Pride of Canada.
Well, why didn't you bring me some?
Well,
you're talking
have you
about
made-
all these bananas you got in your backyard. Why didn't you?
I have imported different tropical...
Gorillas like bananas.
You just make fun of me. You'd peel it down, leave the peels here so I'd slip on them. That's what you do to me. I'm not going to do anything like that to make myself look stupid.
What kind of a chance do you think the new Dream Team has of regaining the title?
They gotta
Be honest now. It's too late.
Well,
Can
I
never
give
come
my
up with
answer?
a straight answer. Right now, let's take a look at Dino Bravo.
This contest, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my right, from Seattle, Washington, weighing 220 pounds, Brady Boone. And his opponent being led into the ring by his manager, Johnny V. Here is one half of
Johnny
the
V
Dream Team.
coming in with his protege, Dino Bravo. And well, Johnny V might be satisfied with his situation because Dino Bravo is proving to be a very considerable threat in the ranks of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, former Canadian heavyweight champion. He and the Hammer now forming the new Dream Team, of which Brutus Beefcake, the barber, has vowed to disassemble.
Yes, he has no part of that Dream Team anymore. And to be really bluntly honest about it, Greg Valentine and Bravo have formed such a good liaison and such good workmanship as a team that they really haven't missed Brutus Beefcake. And conversely to that, Brutus Beefcake has proved to be just an excellent singles contender himself. And it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Brutus Beefcake contending for a championship belt as a solo wrestler himself very, very shortly.
It appears to me that Dino Bravo has got a very serious hamstring pull off it. He's got that wrapped up pretty tightly.
He really has, yes. That could be a setback here because this new lad,
Brady Boone.
Brady Boone is very, very fast. I've seen him in action before. He's by no means what you would term as your regular rookie. He's a very well seasoned campaigner. A youngster who's going to do extremely well. The only thing he's giving away here to Dino Bravo really is just a tremendous amount of weight.
Well, and maybe some experience as well, Alfred.
Yes, he's definitely giving experience away, but watch this boy move. He has some very, very nice moves. His balance is just excellent, and his timing is good too.
Well, I've seen him in there before, and he can do some amazing things. However, the old adage still applies, and it applies in my book always, that a good little man never ever beat a good big man.
No, that is a fact, and that is a shame. Mind you, you can never ever count a little man out. Brady Boone by no means is a little man though.
No, definitely not. Well, in comparison to Dino Bravo, he is.
But he is definitely.
When you start giving away 50, 60 pounds in this particular sport, you're in trouble.
Yes. And Bravo not only has that bulk and size and strength, but he has speed too.
I don't know, if I were in Brady's shoes, I'd be going after that leg right away, Alfred. He doesn't have it wrapped up because it looks nice that way.
No, and I tell you something, I noticed just then that his timing with that bad leg is not good either.
Oh, look at this double backflip. And a drop kick right out of that. And Bravo hits the canvas and decides to take a hike ski.
I don't think Bravo was hurt there, but he was certainly amazed. by the splendid activity that Brady Boone showed there. They was absolutely marvelous maneuvers. Or they were, I should say, marvelous maneuvers.
Well, this is Johnny V. I don't know what he's complaining about. There's nothing illegal about doing backflips, other than the fact that he probably can't do them.
No, Johnny V said his man is crazy doing things like that. Well,
he certainly got Bravo's attention.
He really did. And if he's going to outpsych Bravo, that's something else.
We had a good shot there only moments ago with the very unusual hairstyle of the luscious Johnny V.
Yes, that is a peculiar hairstyle. I wonder where he had that tonsorial job done.
Well, the barber caught up to him, Alfred.
Oh,
look at it.
Which barber?
Brutus, the barber Beefcake.
Oh, Brutus!
Absolutely. Did a little number on national TV on his former manager, and I don't believe the job is complete yet.
No, it's quite creative, though, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Well, he's become a stylist now. He's not just merely a barber anymore.
I see.
Brutus is now a stylist. Look at this. Duck underneath the big right hand. Brady off, scooped up right over the top, and ducks on another right hand. Atomic drop coming up. He nailed him with it. And a drop kick out of the corner, right in the mush. Right in the kisser of Dino Bravo. The little guy's exploding.
He really is, and Bravo seems to be effective more than I would have thought.
Oh, look at that, he hesitated.
That is power.
Oh, and he paid for it. Inverted atomic drop.
That's where that size and strength and power shows. Dino Bravo seems to be affected by that leg, but that's only the lower part of his tremendous frame. The upper body is still working very efficiently indeed.
Bravo was looking for some accolades here as he clotheslines Boone right on that top rope. Luckily, the left arm got over the top as well. Otherwise, that could make it kind of funny.
I think he could have finished the bout there if the youngster hadn't have got his left arm over the top rope. Who is that?
Watch this Johnny V walked right in front of the camera, our number 5 camera. Maybe we can get him over here.
Don't worry about nothing.
They're close up there, and you can see just how closely that lock is applied by Dino Bravo, and he has Boone in some trouble here. A nice knee lift by Bravo. Stuns and floors young Brady Boone, and Boone, although he started out very athletically and very promisingly, at the moment has had this match taken away from him. And taking it away, of course, is Dino Bravo, the very strong and powerful French-Canadian.
Russia's Johnny V wandering our way. Johnny V, right now, Dino Bravo doing very well in there, but I wanted to comment on your very strange haircut.
Well, Mr. Monsoon, this isn't strange, and I know what you're referring to.
Take a look at it.
No, it's not strange, and you know it's not strange.
Why are you shouting?
That's just your... I'll shout if I want to, you see? That's one of the things you have when your name's not just Johnny V. You know exactly what this haircut signifies. It signifies embarrassment. It signifies the fact that Brutus Beefcake did this to me. See, that's a leading question.
Why are you shouting?
That's like a Poindexter situation. You understand? That's a Poindexter type deal.
Let me ask
and
you
I'm
this.
not going to fall for that.
I'm going to ask you a question that's not embarrassing.
Use your brains.
Why were you objecting to the double backflips that young Brady Boone did? There's nothing illegal about that.
Young Brady Boone? What's this guy's name? Boone?
Yeah, Brady Boone.
Was he some kind of a cheap wine out in California or something? Let me tell you something right now. That is a carnival type deal, and I hate to see a guy like Dino Bravo being subjected to that type of stuff. Just like myself, I, as a human being, will not sit here and talk to you while you're making a fool about me about my haircut.
Goodbye.
I don't think that I and you can discuss this at a later date.
Take a hike.
I'll take a hike.
Gorilla, as Johnny V...
What a mistake that was, Alfred.
Yes, it was, really. As Gorilla, you were talking to Johnny V there. This bout has swung definitely in the favor of the big Canadian, and he has just dominated this match so far. And young Brady Boone doesn't seem to have a lot of response for the power that Bravo has been able to display here.
Well, I was talking to Johnny V.
It'll be a long time. You can go to the bank with it before I invite the luscious Johnny V over and stick a mic in front of him again.
Now, as I was going to say about the Dream Team.
Go right ahead.
We'll be back in just a moment with the exciting conclusion of this matchup from Madison Square
Don't wrap
Garden.
me up.
To escape this bear hug.
Trying to come out of there with a few right hands.
All right, go ahead. I've cleared a whole block of time for you now to make your dissertation or your explanation or whatever it is you want to say.
About the Dream Team?
Go ahead.
May I now, please?
Please.
In my opinion.
You did what? We have to go back to ringside.
You
Let's
said
go
I
back
had
to ringside.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah. He was very bent out of shape, Alfred. Maybe it's affected him mentally what Brutus did to him.
I think that haircut would affect anybody mentally, don't you? And it is peculiar. You're absolutely right. I don't think it would ever be the rage, do you?
I doubt it very much. It's multicolored, which even makes it worse.
Yes. A valiant attempt here by Boone to escape this bear hug.
Trying to come out of there with a few right hands. Oh, look at the eye rake by Bravo. Irish whip coming up. Full speed ahead. Whoa! High cross body, but Dino dropped right out of sight. And the Luscious One happy about that.
Brady Boone had dug up some energy from somewhere there and was going to put it to good use, but the experience of the Canadian avoided that.
Uh-oh, got rid of him again. Right out, down onto the concrete. Here in the Garden, not the place to be.
He really looks pleased with himself, doesn't he?
Uh-oh, a slam on the floor by the manager. Luscious Johnny V to the blind side of the referee. That's an automatic disqualification, Alfred, in my book.
Well, the referee didn't see that, and unfortunately, he can only call what he sees. And that is unfortunate for Boone because he could have won the match there. And I think that was a very dangerous and risky move by Johnny V. He could have lost his man the match.
Could have went home with the short end of the money like he does on a number of occasions.
Yes. I mean, that has been known to happen. Johnny V stuck his nose in once too many times.
Quite a bit of difference between the winner's share and the loser's share of the purse money.
Especially here in Madison Square Gardens, the money is very enviable.
Reverse knife edges by Dino Bravo, finding the mark. High sunset over the top. Look, I don't believe his legs are long enough to make the hold effective.
No. And quite honestly, those powerful shoulders of Dino Bravo, I don't think he would have held them down with his legs anyway.
And
right
Brady Boone out right on our broadcast table here. He might have whacked the side of the table with his head. And Luscious Johnny V's got him once more and rams him into the table once again. Come on, ref. Give me a break here.
Well, the referee's attention completely diverted there by Bravo as Johnny V wrought that damage. And you know, he really doesn't have to do this because Bravo has got this match sewn up.
This is 2 against 1, Alfred.
This is really too bad because Johnny V doesn't have to do that. And it looks like Johnny V's going to throw him back in.
Oh, just rammed him face first into the ring apron.
Now the referee is talking to me, and I think he should really do something about that. That is too bad.
Look at that. Now he's distracting him as Dino continues the onslaught on the youngster.
I think this referee has lost control.
Not a fair chance in this match for Brady Boone with all this outside interference. As I believe Dino Bravo has the ability to put the youngster away. Doesn't need all that extracurricular outside stuff from his manager, although maybe Johnny V thinks he does. Oh, look at the height on that backdrop.
Tremendous backdrop there by Bravo.
Over for the cover, and Brady comes out the back door very nicely. Look at the pleased look on that kisser.
Some nice moves by the youngster, but he's fighting against the power and size of Bravo, and it doesn't seem to avail him too much here.
Nice close-up there. And one of our handhelds doing an extremely admirable job. Probably be looking for hazardous duty pay later on.
I should think so out there.
Snap bear takes Boone over once again. Oh, I'm surprised he attempted that knee drop with that torn hamstring.
It was a damaging knee drop, though. Gorilla calling.
Oh, backslide.
Got him.
Oh. Yes, he's got him. Hooked his shoulders. The legs are driving, but no.
That was a close 2 or 3 there.
Surprise, Bravo. Sort of stunned him a little bit. Didn't expect that kind of a move out of Boone.
That was a close gun. And I tell you, he wasn't prepared for the power of Boone either. Because in the beginning, he thought he had him outpowered. But Boone came again. That was an excellent move by the youngster.
Well, Boone just had a good idea. Decided to go for that leg that's heavily taped. And Bravo put a stop to that in a hurry. Whip into the corner. Here he comes. Full speed ahead. Nobody home. As Boone, obviously, with the upper hand in the speed department. But the youngsters hurt too badly to retaliate. Yeah. Reversed roundhouse kick and a nice knee lift. Boone pulling things out.
Bravo made the mistake of trying to charge across the ring there on one wheel, and that's not good enough.
Flying elbow caught him right in the sternum, but not enough to knock him down. But he's dazed.
He's stunned. He's going in to the other corner.
Boone unloading with everything he's got. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. Whoa, excuse me. went for a monkey flip out of the corner. By the time he got there, Bravo was gone and came down right on the back of his head. Uh-oh, here it comes. The side suplex. Oh, that'll put you away. It's all over, folks.
Great move by Bravo. He disguises that so well. He makes it look like a backbreaker, but it's a side suplex, and there is no answer for that.
Knocks the wind right out of you, sends you right into the middle of next week. Let's go up and get the official word.
Here is your winner, Dino Bravo.
Dino Bravo getting his hand raised in a token of victory here at Madison Square Garden. He really did a number on the end. Between he and his manager, Brady Boone will have trouble recuperating from that.
Yes, I think so.
Luscious Johnny V probably did as much damage from the outside as Dino Bravo did from the inside.
Well, Dino Bravo didn't prove a thing to me, Brian. All he proved to me was that he needed all the help he could possibly get from the outside, from his manager, Luscious Johnny V, to get by a newcomer here in the World Wrestling Federation, Brady Boone. No comment? We have time now if you want to say something.
I bet.
Go ahead. It's all right. We have lots of time. Do it.
Have lots of time.
Yes.
Why wasn't I told that?
Well, just pay attention and you'll know that nobody has to tell you that.
Well, I don't understand some of the cues these people here give you. You seem to have a working relationship with them. I don't.
That's obvious. But go ahead. We have time now for you to speak.
The Dream Team is a lot better off since they dumped Beefcake.
That's a bold-faced lie, and you
not.
know it. It was Brutus Beefcake who saw the writing on the wall and hightailed it out of there before
Johnny
they really
told me what happened.
Please.
Want me to tell you the whole story?
Yes, please. Tell us the whole story. Right after we go to this special interview with the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Anvil and the Hitman.
All right, thank you, Bobby Heenan, and of course, Gorilla Monsoon. Right now, I'd like to present on Prime Time Wrestling the Tag Team Champions of the World. They are managed by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and of course, as you know, they are from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Bret the Hitman Hart to my right, to my left, from Reno, Nevada, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, former football great, now a couple of the premier...
Let me ask you a question. You're so good at asking everyone else questions. Let me ask you a question. Why is it, since the Hart Foundation became the world's champions, why is it that every store you go into, from New York all the way to San Francisco, all there is in all these stores is pink? Everyone's wearing pink now.
Pink is a very hot color these days.
It is.
Why?
Just seems just recently it's been very, very hot.
Well, I don't know. It's been a popular color. I remember 30 years ago it was, well, I vaguely remember 30 years. Very popular color. Bret
Well,
Hart.
we all know what pink's been famous for, but the Hart Foundation's turned that around. You always had to be very feminine to wear pink. But see, the Hart Foundation, our motto isn't to be pretty in pink. No. Our motto is to be brutal in pink.
And you know something, Hitman? Even our fat, obese president of the WWF, Jack Tunney, even this obese man can go into any store now and buy pink.
You know, I think he deserves a little more respect than comments like that.
Respect for what? Firing Danny Davis?
You're still hot about that, aren't you?
Yeah, we sure are. Let's make something perfectly clear right here and right now. The World Heavyweight Champions of the Hart Foundation, and we're here to stay.
All right, I've had an opportunity, by the way, to tour those very luxurious plush offices of yours in New York City. Very impressive. Gal's a little strange in that place, but that's neither here nor there.
You were lucky you got in that place in the first place.
Thank you, the Hart Foundation, and we're right back.
Stating that they were the most current x-rays of the brain's neck. Well, folks,
What is that? What's in that bag?
This is your award that I told
It says
you.
Radio Shack. You got me that phone you beat me out of last year.
Just be patient. Just a moment. This award has to do with what we're going to talk about right now.
You didn't tell me what we're talking about.
Well, we're going to review what's happened here in the last couple of weeks on Prime Time Wrestling and the reason why you don't have that horse collar on anymore.
You mean you're going to show the match?
I'm going to show some of the excerpts from the two doctors that paid a lovely visit here to Prime Time Wrestling. Roll it, please.
Give me a break, will you please?
All right.
That thing went out with the 18th century, that particular piece of equipment you've got right there.
It still works.
It still
worked
works.
100 years ago, and it still works today.
Please,
what do you know about medicine?
What do you know about medicine? You haven't even come out here to prove it to me.
I'm in pain.
Yeah, put it on. That you're, in fact, a doctor. You came out here with a duck sound under your arm.
Thank you.
You're treating a weasel. You're talking to a gorilla. What are you, a veterinarian?
Do I have to take this insult from
No,
me?
no, you don't, doctor.
You fly
You
me
certainly
over
don't.
from Germany. I studied medicine in Heidelberg under Professor Dr. Franz
you and this
Boll.
other
You don't own an explanation to me at all.
I don't think I have to take
No,
this.
you don't, doctor.
No.
Take the dog
I'm
with you
going
when
back
you go, Doc.
You bet I will. I don't go nowhere without Schnaps.
Good.
Hello, Schnaps.
Take
come
him
here.
with you.
Schnaps, let's go.
Doctor, I apologize.
Again, let me
I
apologize to all of you out there in prime
Let
time
me
wrestling
apologize.
for this fiasco.
That happens to be my doctor you've insulted now. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. If
Wait a
that
minute.
was
Could you put this back on
I
for me,
would
Doc?
let this guy treat me for a hangnail.
Doc.
Look at that. There's absolutely nothing wrong
yes,
with your
there
neck.
is. I'm
You're
gutting it
wandering
out
around
now. I'm in
bending
pain.
over
You
and
ran the guy
everything.
off. I can't put this on by myself.
We'll be right
Will
back.
someone get me a doctor?
What happened to the duck sound? Whatever became of him?
He refuses to have anything to do with me, thanks to you. He was embarrassed and everything. I don't have a doctor anymore.
Are you kidding? You actually let that guy treat you for something?
Yes, he was a very, very good doctor.
Reminded me a lot of a veterinarian.
It's because he has a dog he carries with him. He likes animals.
Yeah, he's a strange individual like the rest of the people you hang around with. Now we'll take a look at what a real doctor looks like and what a real doctor can tell you about physical injuries.
Quack. You know, whoa, don't get off that chair. You're not putting your hands on me. Jerk me around and hurt my neck again.
It's not going to jerk you around. It's just going to take a look, Brain.
You are a doctor.
Oh, of course I am.
Why don't you turn this way a little bit?
If you
Let
wouldn't mind,
get a
let
better shot
me
at it. That's it.
just...
You can take that off, Doc. He doesn't really need that anyway.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I'll be very gentle. Let me just feel the muscles and
Look
how
how
they
dirty that
react.
neck brace is.
Would you mind turning your head just a little bit
Not
this
too
way
far,
while I
Doc.
feel?
Give us
No,
an ah. How
that's
about
all
an
right.
Ooh. Oh, there's
Okay.
an ooh, yeah.
Thank you.
Get the oohs and ahs in there.
Well, I would like to see the X-rays, of course.
I'm sure you
but,
would, Doc. Well, could you say, in your own professional opinion, could you make a statement saying that this guy does or does not, in fact, have some kind of a neck injury?
I think I could. You see, I've just tested some of his neurological reactions and muscular reactions to my fingers here. And I would say, to borrow a phrase you used a few moments ago, it's not medical, but it'll do, I think he's a gold brick.
Oh,
what?
I love
now,
it.
first of all, I don't have to
Well, no.
stand out here and take any guff from you or you or anybody else.
To your neck.
No, there is an injury to my neck.
no.
I'll see you in court. I'll have every lawyer, I'll have everybody in the world disbar you and have you'll be pumping gas in Newark, pal. I'm hurt 100%.
I love it. Who was you going to sig on him? Lance?
You don't see him around?
No,
have that
I don't
guy.
see Lance around
No,
anymore.
I'm in that quack you hang with.
Oh.
You don't know the pain I went through in the torment.
Well, I know that the mental anguish,
have it.
be patient, the mental anguish certainly had to take its toll on you, and having to deal with me at times has taken its toll on you. So you're entitled to
Give me my
this
phone.
particular award, and don't drop it now, it's fragile. I told you don't drop it. Special award for the Brain, Bobby the Brain Heenan, for the past performances here on Prime Time Wrestling. Oh, where you going? Don't you want everyone to see it?
You don't have to show that to anybody.
Oh, I think
No, you don't have to show that to anybody. Go to commercial.
Are you not the proper recipient of this
The
award?
next match. What is she doing now? I don't know what that signal means.
Well, here it is, folks. I know you all want to see it. He's entitled to this. It is indeed a gold brick for the #1 gold bricker of all time on Prime Time Wrestling. We'll be back right after this.
You see wheels turning, all sorts of strange things, but he doesn't think quickly enough for Santana.
I'd wish you'd really consider making that acceptance speech on the air, the Gold Brick Award winner. Would you consider that?
No, I won't. I don't deserve that.
I think you do, and millions of fans out there also think
Who cares
you do.
what these humanoids think? Worry about their minds.
Well, these folks out there are helping to pay your salary. I hope you realize that. Yeah. The man who has no money problems. We're going to take you now to Madison Square Garden as we join in progress special matchup between the big Russian Nikolai Volkoff and Tito Santana.
With somebody like Tito Santana. Santana will just wear you down, and it's an accumulation of what he does to you that eventually hurts you.
Nice arm wringer, really applying the pressure. Nikolai uses one of his favorite escapes.
Yes, that's a ploy he's often used.
Direct to the ropes for the break of the hold.
Put that huge leg and foot outside and hope that the referee breaks the hold. Or in fact, even better, hopes the wrestler breaks the hold.
Santana right back at it again. You have success with something, stay with it. And there's that hold again. Now, I'm sure he knows at least a half a dozen ways other than that to get out of that arm wringer.
Yes.
Alfred.
Yes, I'm sure he does. You look at the Russian, you can almost see him thinking. You see wheels turning and all sorts of strange things, but he doesn't think quickly enough for Santana.
There it is again. Oh, sucker job. Caught Tito right in the esophagus area. The big right hand by the guy.
He may be ponderous in his moves, but he has very quick hand speed, the Russian.
He certainly does, and foot speed as well. Oh, look at this. Power, showing us the power. That's a choke, ref, in case you don't have a rule book handy.
He is a powerful man. He did that with just one hand, one arm. Picked up Santana.
Bench presses in the neighborhood of 600 pounds plus. There goes Tito.
Not a very intelligent move by the Russian. It's only going to give Santana a chance to recoup outside, reassess what's happening to him.
Maybe he figures by hitting the concrete, it'll take some of the starch out of the youngster. Take a look at that kisser.
Yeah. Treachery, deceit.
Former co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship.
Yes, he was, and he was the power of that team. Big knee to Tito, big foot to Tito. 3 or 4 times with that big foot. Trying to raise the ire of the referee, and that's not a good idea either.
I don't remember which magazine it was, Alfred, that came out this month, whether it was Time or Newsweek or Sports Illustrated. One of them had a big front page. The cover was a photo of a pit bull. And Nikolai's face reminds me of that a little bit. That gnarling look.
Yes.
With all those teeth.
Yes.
Very dangerous individual.
Yes, I saw something on the small screen the other day where they have to prise the jaws open of those dogs once they grip you. And it looks like that way with the Russian here. You've got to prise him off those holds once he gets them on his opponent.
A little smile gracing the lips of the big Russian as he thinks he has things well under control here, and he might well have, but now Tito unloading, going downstairs in the breadbasket. Oh, look at the bear hug.
That is a powerful, crushing hold by the Russian. That can damage you very, very quickly indeed. Look at his huge neck and shoulders and arms. It's almost as if he's made of granite.
Look at that cranium.
I think the brain part is granite, too.
Got some unusual scars on the back of his head. As Tito, look at that. What a shot that was of that external occipital protuberance sticking right out there.
What is that?
That's a little lump on the back of your head, Alfred.
Yeah.
Makes it hard to get a haircut. There it is, sticking right out there.
Gosh, look at that neck. What would you say his neck is, 24, 25?
At least 24, 25 for sure. Squeezing the air and the breath and the life literally out of Tito Santana. Look at that.
Our cameraman ought to be awarded a medal for getting so close there to the Russian. Tito unable to do much about this. In fact, Tito looks to be going very, very limp. He's trying to get something going again within himself.
Oh, he rang his bell for him.
Air
Created
pressure.
a little unequal pressure there.
Yeah.
Look out, big double X handle.
He takes his time.
Measuring him.
He does measure him, doesn't he?
Oh,
look at that.
Nailed him. Right in the cervical vertebrae area and right back to the bear hug.
Well, he was successful with it before, so stick with that. Santana not faring too well at the moment. Santana's got to break this hold, get away from the Russian, and use his speed. Keep away from that.
I believe that Nikolai may be a little bit too low to get what he really needs to get out of this particular hold. But he needs to be, those arms need to be up underneath the short rib area a little bit more.
Yes. I don't know what he's trying to do there precisely. He seems to be trying to get to the lower lumbar region of the Mexican, but he doesn't seem to be able to do that.
That's not what the bear hug is all about. Maybe he has something other in mind. Who knows what's in the mind of that individual right there with that awesome, horrendous-looking cranium. He doesn't spend a lot of money in the barbershop, I know that.
No. And I don't think he goes to a beauty shop either, do you?
Definitely not. But he is powerful. No one will deny that fact. Tito fighting this thing.
Yeah, Tito can't do a lot about this. He has tried hard.
Stick an elbow right in the eye. I used to do that a lot, Alfred.
Yes.
When I was wrestling.
Yes.
I hated to be in a bear hug or a side headlock. Those holds bothered me.
Yeah.
I'd grab a guy by the nose, twist his nose, do whatever is necessary to come out of there. Scream in his ear, whatever it took. Tito's out, but he's hurting.
Yes, he is.
Look out. Setting him up here. Clothesline. Didn't catch him where he wanted to catch him.
No,
but
the Russian was off balance there.
certainly knocked him down and maybe knocked a little bit of the wind out of him, but Tito comes out the back door rather handily.
He came out rather easily there. That surprised me. The Russian sort of lost his balance when he delivered that clothesline. Went
Didn't
down
hang
himself.
on to it.
No, he didn't, did he? Now he's trying for a what?
Backbreaker coming up. Patented number done by the big Russian many times. There it is. Didn't get the full brunt of that blow either.
No.
Tito's got his foot over the ropes here, ref.
Both feet, ref.
You're
Come on.
interested. Thought we might just help you out a little bit. Uh-oh, don't do that. That's $5,000 worth right there.
Yes. The Russian...
Of course, this guy's loaded with money. He hasn't spent a dime in the 10 years I've known him.
He certainly has no apparatus, so I think you're absolutely right there.
Santana going downstairs once again.
God, that was a powerful right the Russian hit the Mexican with there. Tito Santana.
Irish whips him in again. Oh, there's that flying forearm. I believe he caught him with it. It could be all over. It is.
It is. Oh, just one shot by Tito Santana was enough to knock the Russian clean out.
Tito Santana with that patented flying forearm of his. The big guy never expected it, never saw it coming, and really put the lights out for him.
Here is your winner, Tito Santana.
Hey,
what?
We're back on.
So?
Well, handle things.
Well, you always say, do you want to go? I'm reading the latest edition of the World Wrestling Federation magazine about the former colleague of mine that sat right in that chair right there and could very easily be sitting in that chair once again.
Well, if he is, then I'll be sitting in that chair.
Jesse the Body Ventura, the movie star.
Here he's up for an Oscar.
Well, Predator was quite a movie, and I can't wait for the release of, what's the Running Man? Is that the
That's his other movie. He's got
second movie that he made?
I heard he signed for a lot of pictures coming up.
He did,
He's
huh?
a great actor. He carried the whole picture. He had Arnold Ziffel in it with him.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's
the Predator.
the pig on
Jesse,
Green Acres.
Jesse got bombed out of the Predator very early on in the movie.
But he's the star of the movie.
Should we be looking for a star on Broadway there?
No, I hear they're going to do his
Hollywood?
whole body in cement. That's what I hear.
Please, we'll do it in brick. We'll
Yeah,
be right
brick.
back in just a moment. The current reigning tag team champions of the world, the Anvil and the Hitman. Two outstanding individuals who, well, by hook or crook, they were handed the title by Danny Davis. We all know that. But
They're the champions. That's all it counts.
they have the belts, let's put it that way. For how long remains to be seen, because there are a lot of guys in hot pursuit of that title, and a team, in my opinion, that could readily take it from them is a team that we're going to see them against right now. I'm talking about the Junkyard Dog and Rick Martel.
Rick Martel can.
Let's go to the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, and it is scheduled for one fall. In the ring at this time, introducing the manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And his tag team champions at a total combined weight of 515 pounds. Here are the Hart Foundation. And their opponents at a total combined weight of 522 pounds. From Charlotte, North Carolina, the Junkyard God.
Well, the joint is jumping. Hello again, everyone. This is Craig DeGeorge, along with wrestling's living legend. Pleasure to be alongside you once again, Bruno Sammartino. Looking forward to this tag team matchup for the title as well.
Greg, nice being with you, and I think we're in for a wonderful bout here because we got the champions over here. What can you say about them? They are the champions. You can argue about their tactics. You can talk about Jimmy Hart and what he does, but but they are the champions. On the other side, exactly. But on the other side, you have the size and the power of the Junkyard Dog, and you have the speed and the finesse of Martell. So this should be really an exciting bout.
And Junkyard is a barking and a biting, as he says these days.
Oh, yes. Look at him. He weighs about 280, 85 pounds. Good shape, strong, powerful. You know, but on the other hand, Martell, not as strong, but I'll tell you, he's got some speed, some moves, extremely clever wrestling at the ring.
He's lightning quick.
Oh, absolutely. This should be, and can't take anything away from the opponents. They are the champions after all, and they can display not only great wrestling and great moves, but they know every trick in that book, and I'll tell you, they don't miss any.
Jim the Anvil out on Bret the Hitman Hart with a very lengthy pre-bout discussion there, Bruno.
Yes.
We'll have to look for some of those tactics you talked about. I'm sure we won't miss them from the Hart Foundation.
You have the two quicker men in the ring now because Martell, as I just described, and as well as Bret Hart, he is the quicker of the two, whereas the Anvil, of course, he's the bigger and the more powerful one.
Martell, nice move as he was thrown near the turnbuckle, then a good arm drag. Martell with a big start. And we talked about the quickness Bruno was singing here.
Tremendous speed. You saw some beautiful arm drags executed by Rick Martell.
And of course, strength too. We know the size of the Hart Foundation. They go 515 pounds combined. What a start by Rick Martell.
Yes, sir. He's a very exciting guy to watch. Always so fast, so quick. A lot of aerial stuff. He can do it all in that ring. And right now, look at the champions. They're outside with their managers. They're saying, hey, what's going on here?
They don't look so ominous, do they?
That's right. The meeting of the heads here to see how they're going to cope with this Rick Martell.
Well, a couple of shots certainly can do that to you. You're going with all the confidence in the world, number one. But I guess when you get hit, Bruno, and of course you know much better than me, that kind of lightens you up a little bit and it gets you back to reality, if you will.
Look at this now. Here's Bret Hart. He wants to match him on strength. He wants to lock hands.
All right, who's going to give in on this one?
Well.
Martell, the Hitman. This might be another ploy by Jimmy, the Mouth of the South Hart.
If I were Martell, I wouldn't be so anxious to lock hands with him because I wouldn't trust Bret Hart that he's looking for a true feat of strength to see who's the stronger here. Yeah. He's got something else up his sleeve.
Martell can do just fine with his speed and strength and the arm drag ability, the flying kicks without having to get into a strength test here. Well, he is. Oh, the Hitman did it. And look at Martell turn it right around. Well, Rick Martell has not even needed his tag team partner, the Junkyard Dog, here. Not yet, anyhow.
Not yet, anyhow, is right. But you can bet that the Junkyard, he'll have his say in that ring.
I always worry when the Mouth of the South has that megaphone.
Oh, that's got to be so irritating. You know, he does everything to distract the opponents.
Well,
nice reversal here. Backdrop.
Beautiful.
Sunset flip.
Oh, sunset flip. Oh, Martell nearly put away the Hitman. Martell has appeared to be in trouble a couple of times, but worked his way out of it. There he is.
Now here's the Junkyard Dog, and listen to the crowd respond to him. But look who's coming in now.
The Anvil is in.
Yeah, but was there a tag made? Did I miss something here?
Well, appears to be legal. At least it wasn't a quick shot. We had a 2-on-1 situation. Junkyard is ready. Oh, listen to the crowd. JYD.
JYD, yes, sir.
It's funny, you don't hear many Anvil cheers, do you?
That's for sure.
Recently.
Although there's the Anvil now with a headlock with JYD as he gets thrown to center ring. Oh, he missed with that right, and Junkyard Dog didn't miss with that right in the midsection.
Good shot to the midsection, and he flips him around. Perhaps one, Oh, good kick out by the Anvil.
Well, I thought he was going for a small package, but he never quite hooked him properly.
Looking for the small package, but you're right, didn't quite get him.
Nevertheless, it did something to the Anvil because, boy, he really screwed it out of that ring.
Looked like he was looking for one of those bark-offs he has occasionally with his opponent as well.
Right. Another little conference going on here.
Oh, both of them sizing up one another. This is a real stare-off contest here.
These are two very powerful men in there right now.
Granted.
Oh,
Anvil
look at
twisting in Junkyard. Now Junkyard returns the favor. Boy, this crowd is really alive.
Oh, they certainly are, and well, it is a good bout. They're anticipating one, and they're certainly not disappointing anyone right now. Oh, how do you like that? He missed with that headbutt. But Junkyard Dog got right up when he got caught with that clothesliner and knocked him down. That did stun him a little bit.
Good clothesline, best shot of the bout thus far for the Hart Foundation. And now it's a 2-on-1 as the Hitman is working. What is the Anvil doing in there? 2-on-1 again. And Junkyard's in the wrong corner here.
Bad corner to be in, and look at this.
Can you believe they're getting away with this? Anvil's tying up Junkyard Dog. Now Martell trying to get her to help out.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now Martell trying to help out his partner. He's right now actually is hindering him.
He is still tied up over there. They think he's a dog and going to the dog pound. What is an Anvil, a dog catcher? Junkyard taking a couple of lumps from the Anvil. Shot to the midsection. Another blast to the midsection. Oh, Junkyard turns it around. Got a shot in there, but the Anvil remains in control. Look out. Oh, what a move by Junkyard. And the Anvil will run into the turnbuckles. Oh, man. Here's Martell. Couple of shots. Again, the title is on the line here.
And look at Martell. It's like a ball of fire. He really came in on a Bret Hart. Look, just got it for a big back body drop. Just nailed the Anvil, not Hart. Look at him go. He's got Bret Hart again. I'll tell you, this guy is really exciting.
He's taking care of both of them, Bruno. Now the Hitman, though, returning the favor.
But never underestimate the Hitman either. He's always got that thing to come back with.
Just when you think you put him away, he comes back with
That's
the power.
right. Uh-oh, look at
And there's power. Oh, knee drop. That got the back of Martell.
That'll really do a number on your spinal cord, I'll tell you.
Hey, Rick Martell should really try and twist over to the corner now, Bruno, and get Junkyard in there. Gonna be tough, though.
Well, unfortunately, he's in the wrong corner right now.
They're twisting the rope around his neck now. Anvil's got it from behind with a headlock and a choke. And look at this. Again, the referee out of position. You know, we see it time and time again.
He's out of position right now, and Martell is paying the price.
Anvil taking over on Rick Martell. Got him in his own corner. Now the Hitman with the choke move. Again, the referee walks. Here comes Junkyard to help out. Oh, you got to do that. No tag or no, you got to get in there.
Well, I know he's got to do that, but unfortunately, see what's happened while the referee's getting him back. Look what the Neidhart and the Anvil are doing. Uh-oh.
The man's got him in a precarious position. Anvil getting ready. Look out.
Oh, boy.
Elbow to the neck from the
I'll tell
top
you, that
rope.
could be it. That could be curtains right there. Whoa, but Martell kicked out of that. How do you like that?
Didn't think he had it in him, Bruno.
Boy, I'll tell you, I thought that might have been it. And look at him. Look at Martell coming back. Just got Bret Hart with a terrific right. He's trying terribly hard to tag Junkyard Dog, but no chance.
And then being pulled away by the strength of the Hitman. Bret Hart, look at that, they're only a couple of feet away. Foot to the midsection of Martell. Junkyard dying to get in there. He's a barking now, but he's not biting. And Martell is wheeled out of the ring.
Not only wheeled out of the ring, but he was only within a foot of hitting those steps. And I'll tell you, that could have really, it's dangerous enough, hard enough, get thrown out of the ring. But boy, you hit those steps on your way out, it could really be devastating.
Junkyard helps his partner out.
But again, he's in the wrong corner, yes.
I mentioned that a couple of times. And again, out of the ropes. Man, he hit down hard that time.
an elbow from the Hitman. Look at Junkyard coming there. Junkyard chasing the Hitman. They're going around the ring. Oh! Martell rammed on that wrought iron. Boy, he's taking some shots, Bruno.
See, that's how they work. While they were distracting the Junkyard, here's Bret Hart. Boy, he took at Martell and he dropped him right on that railing. And I'll tell you, that can do anybody. And as you can see, Martell is in great pain.
That's one you feel for several weeks.
Oh, I'll tell you. In fact, I thought that was going to cause a count out, but it didn't. They were lucky to be able to get back in that ring with the help of Junkyard Dog.
Got him right in the neck area. Now Anvil flips him around. He's trying to work on that neck area, which he just leveled him as he hit the iron.
You know that
submission here, obviously, Bruno.
Well, they know that his neck is hurting right now after that drop on that top railing there, so he's going to work on it, and in his mind, he thinks that maybe he can get a submission out of it.
Martell trying to hold on as long as he possibly can.
But I'll tell you, Martell.
Oh, good idea. Got a piece of the Fu Manchu for a second there.
From a very awkward position, though. But Martell's a fighter. I'll tell you, he's not a quitter. He's not one who's going to give up.
He's getting up, Bruno. Rick Martell is up.
Here he comes with an elbow in the midsection of the anvil. Look at him.
He loses the hold into the ropes. Over the anvil, knee to the back by the Hitman.
Boy, he got hit with that knee right in the small back, the lower back of.
You notice they worked in that section earlier in the match as well, if you recall, a knee drop.
Yes, that's right.
As again we hear the mouth of the South, the big mouth of the South.
I'll tell you, they know how to take advantage of every opportunity in that ring. They do illegal things, but they have a way of doing them at the right time, the right place, and getting away with it. But they got a very determined Martell here as he keeps coming back, keeps fighting back, and desperately trying to take the Junkyard Dog, but they keep stopping him.
A tenacious Rick Martell. Martell again only about 1.5 feet away from Junkyard Dog. Trying to get his partner in the ring here.
Come on, a little more. A little more,
Bruno. Anvil in there. Martell made the tag.
The tag was made.
I don't know if the ref caught it, did he? Apparently he did.
You know, that's what I was afraid of. The tag was made, but the referee did not see it because he had his back to it.
Oh, drop kick by the Anvil, but he missed. Martell and hit his own partner. Could the title be changing right here? Junkyard's in there. Goes to the midsection, then up top. Another one up top. Junkyard with a headbutt. Now works to the Hitman. Oh, what a turnaround. Ignited by the miss on the...
And here comes Martell in to help out. Oh boy, I'll tell you. That ought to make you hear a few birds singing. Heads like that. Oh, wow. Bret Hart flies right against the anvil. Did you see the way with what force it threw him against him?
Oh, beautiful maneuver. And the Hart Foundation taking their licks by banging into one another. Junkyard, look at the strength on the anvil to pick up the Junkyard Dog. There's the Hitman on the top. Oh, clothesline. Powerful clothesline. Oh, we got a bell. What's the bell for? What's the bell?
No, I don't know. Could that be a disqualification of some sort?
Well,
and for what reason? I'm not sure.
They came in on a 2-on-1. Perhaps the Harts were disqualified. I don't know. Premature bell.
Well, we'll have to see what the referee says.
All right, let's pick it up, Bruno.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has awarded this match as a result of a disqualification to Rick Martell and the Junkyard Dog.
Well, you see, I think the tag had not been made, and when he went over that top rope and came across with that clothesliner, well, that was an illegal move because there had not been an illegal tag made.
Bruno, of course, the big note is the title does not change hands because of the disqualification.
Because of the disqualification. The title only can change hands if there's submission or a pin. We all know that. But nevertheless, Junkyard Dog and Martell have to feel good because they did get a victory, and this could lead on to more title matches.
Excellent outing for Martell and the Junkyard Dog. Stay with us, more to come.
Well, unfortunately for JYD and Martell, the title cannot change hands on a disqualification or count out.
Well, first of all, they should have done a little more teamwork. The Harts ruled the whole match. They dictated the pace of the match.
How many times do you think that JYD and Martell have been tag team partners?
Oh, I'd say once is enough. Once is way too much.
Once
Those
is
two
way
ham and
too
eggers.
much as far as the Hart Foundation is concerned.
They're still the champions of the world.
They're still the champions. That is true. Handed to them on a silver platter.
They're still the champions.
By dangerous Danny Davis.
They're still the champions.
You keep saying that. I give you a chance to talk, and all that comes out of your mouth is, they're still the champions.
Next week, what are you going to do to me?
Now, what am I going to do to you?
Ear to ear next week?
Well, folks, that wraps it up for another week here on Prime Time Wrestling, and hiding behind the Gold Brick Award, the master of gold bricking, Bubba the Brain Heenan.
That certainly doesn't represent...
You know, not only those doctor sequences led up to probably the disrobing of the neck brace on you, but a number of my friends saw you a number of times in different places. Joe Tecchi caught you up in the Boston airport without your neck brace on. My good friend Mike Votrin down at Caesars in Atlantic City said he saw you a number of times down there wandering around having a good time for yourself without your neck brace on. Those were all things that just added up to the culmination of you gold bricking that whole thing for, what, 3 months?
I hope you never get in trouble and you have to take a witness stand and have those two characters as character
Are you
witnesses.
kidding?
Yeah.
Joe Tecchi's still looking for you. Next week, a big lineup of stars. Randy the Macho Man Savage, Tito Santana, the Hammer, a whole bunch of folks. See you then.
I'll be here.